Lunchbox is brought to you by Tacocraft Taqueria.
Hold the Mayo. It's time for Mike Mayo's Lunchbox. Find out what's being served with Mike, Defo, and Lubie, the only show that covers food, sports, and the proper maintenance of your car. And now, a man who had the distinction of having an entire health clinic named in his honor, Mike Mayo.
I want the flim sauce with the awesome bay, with shafafa on the side.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Mike Mayo's Lunchbox. And it is Tuesday, and that means it's a Taco Tuesday, and that means we're here at Tacocraft Taqueria and Tequila Bar, and the best place to be at this point of the calendar. That's Lauderdale by the Sea, by the beach. We're here with General Manager Angelo Gallo. We're loaded up on the Let's Eat South Florida group, 176,000 strong. Jeez. And we got Jeff Defo the Forest, fresh from his walk of life. Mike Lubie Lubitz,
yes, sir,
behind the camera on the mixing board. And I am ready to go. I am just happy, not as a clam. I'm happy as a taco.
There you go. It's freaking Taco Tuesday.
It's Taco Tuesday.
What's going on? So how's it going here?
Everything's great. The weather's been amazing. We have some new drinks that we are having presented right here.
Right on order, right on cue. Wow, look at that.
Look at this.
What's in front of? Oh, Mayo's got a little hot pepper associated with this thing.
I'm doing a little jalapeno cucumber. That's cool and spicy hot at the same time. I'm a man of contradictions.
Is this the watermelon?
You got
Prickle pear me.
A lovely
I'm the wussiest one of all of them.
What do we have here?
That's the spiced pineapple.
Spiced pineapple.
Okay.
I saw you coming, and they thought.
Yeah. And then I have the Tulum Refresher here. It's my favorite drink on the menu. Yeah.
And I always forget the server's name. Her name is
Ariana.
Ariana.
Yes.
All right, this looks great.
And we've got just a wonderful cast of characters here on Lauderdale by the Sea. It's at the corner of A1A, Commercial Boulevard. You can't miss it. It's the big intersection before you get to the beach. And
to Tacocraft, to the season coming up, to Thanksgiving, Christmas, all the holidays.
Happy holidays.
And we say muchas gracias for todos, everything.
Lubie loves that watermelon margarita, man. He really does.
That one I'm looking forward to, but they do a prickly pear, so that's pretty cool. That's a South Florida classic.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, man, I love this.
That's spicy.
I love cool as a cucumber and
that's why I gave it
hot as a jalapeno.
I'm soft.
Might have to swap that out.
All good.
Yeah,
all right.
We'll get you another
That's
one.
strong,
We'll get you another one.
We've got, Defo is used to the white wine in the midday hour, but now
I love the margaritas here. Actually, what's weird is you can judge a place sometimes just by the house margarita. And if it's bland and you're in a Mexican restaurant, then you're thinking, well, their food's not going to be too good either. But I remember a couple of times we've been here with the great Marc Falsetto. I just had a couple of regular house margaritas. They were fantastic. Absolutely great. And then you have all of this, added, creativity that's going on here. But if you like a spicy drink, this is it.
There you go.
That's
for
sure.
Whether you like things on the mild side or the spicy side, they ain't.
We have it all. The beverage team did a great job of putting these together.
Yeah, and what people don't realize is it's not pre-batch, right?
No. Everything fresh lime juice, agave, everything made here, muddled, the watermelon that you like so much.
It's nice, refreshing.
It's not a puree. We fresh watermelon every morning.
It's amazing.
And grind it up. So the weather's just been amazing. It cooled down just a little bit. We have all the doors open. Everything is getting ready for a big season.
Well, today it's still very nice beachy weather. It's not the cold front that they keep talking about for the last 3 weeks. I haven't seen it. Supposedly Thursday, for real. I can break out my ugly Santa sweater. I just bought a new
favorite thing. Look at that. It's like a Christmas tree.
Look at that. That's
absolutely amazing.
Very holiday.
Yes,
Mayo would normally be ripping me and saying, "Hey, you come to a Mexican style restaurant and you order a kale salad." But that happens to be one of the greatest salads I've had anywhere here in South Florida.
We're going to let you do the honors, Defo. And we also got to, mention that
I don't even want to mess it up. I mean, how do they do it like that?
Well,
that's ridiculous.
Let Lubie take a picture
for
the Instagram. And it does look like a Christmas tree. Maybe I should hang some ornaments on it.
Man, it's absolutely delicious, though. The first time it just blew me away. And it's one of those things that you have at one time, and then it starts to become a craving in your head. And you're thinking, geez, I ought to go to Tacocraft and get that kale salad.
Well,
Yeah,
it looks so
absolutely
good that
fantastic, yeah.
even I
You're going to try a bite of a
am
salad?
going to dig in
Because
because
you have other
Sure.
things here.
usually I'm allergic to salads.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, the oxtail empanadas.
The oxtail.
Yes.
Those are so
empanadas.
fire. Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh, look at this.
And again,
Nachos. Oh, jeez.
Taco Tuesday. Can you just give a quick rundown, Angelo, of some of the items you have available for the Taco Tuesday specials?
Yes. So Taco Tuesday all day, every Tuesday, open to close everywhere in the restaurant. $4 tacos.
That smells amazing, by the way. The aroma is incredible.
Yeah.
That's the nachos?
Those are the nachos.
Those are the nachos.
That's a different version for sure.
The
I mean,
ultimate nachos.
yeah,
It's
this is one of
definitely,
those things where all the chips, there's a little stuff on the top and the chips are all on the bottom, and that's it.
No, there's some stuff in the
Yeah.
middle too, and beans on
Yeah,
the
no,
bottom.
No,
that's
they
great.
spread it
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
No, they do
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I don't think we've had one of these
We've
in
never
a
had
while.
I don't think
nachos.
so, yeah.
We've never had
And
nachos.
again, you could tell the fresh house-made nachos. It's not something coming
Have
out
some
of
more
a
on that
bag
salad.
or
I'll
out
take
of
this.
Yes, no, everything's made in house, scratch kitchen.
Yeah, it looks
And
fantastic.
it's a crowd pleaser. I mean, when we bring this out, especially when one person orders it as their meal, you put it in front of them,
Yeah.
and it's overwhelming.
That's definitely something you want to put on a table for six. And,
Yeah.
let them get started with something
Well,
like that. That's awesome.
But meanwhile, let the record reflect. It is an upset. I don't know, for those of you who are betting on the betting app, that Mayo's first bite today would be of a kale salad. The odds on that were listed at a
Yeah,
generous
yeah.
plus 650.
That's Buster Douglas odds.
6.5 to
against
1.
Yeah.
That's good.
What do you think?
But you still started with the first drink of a margarita.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Well, beverages are different than the food. But again, running down the Taco Tuesday, $4 tacos, and then you got the house margaritas. The I guess I don't want to call it basic because it's so
no, it's
freaking
not.
good.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
$8 all day, right?
Yes, sir, and $5 beers.
I was gonna say they have great specials on beers. We did it. My in-laws hadn't gone to they'd been to the one in Plantation. They love the Plantation Walk. We got one in Coral Springs, which has been a hit in our town. And we took them out there, my wife and I, for happy hour, and it was fantastic. I know that the premium tacos aren't on it, but every other taco is, and that includes very high quality tacos. The drinks, you keep them flowing.
Yep.
And the one thing, and we talked about this the last time we were with you all, that I was really impressed by was we've done Taco Tuesday and we stopped doing it because, yeah, some people want to be there 4 or 5 hours. We don't. We want to go a couple hours, have some bites, go home. You can do that on your Taco Tuesday. Like you guys,
Yes.
every time we turned around, the place was jamming.
Yeah.
She was there asking us, do we need anything? I was like, okay, that's impressive that no matter how busy you guys are, you wouldn't know the difference.
Yeah. That's by design.
obviously.
Mark sets things up that way and sets us up for success. And also we have great staff and we know what we're doing.
Yeah,
But it is organized chaos. You don't see it. We
well, that's the mark of a well-run restaurant. When the front of the house, you don't, when you're sitting at a table with your friends and family, you don't necessarily notice that 3 people were out sick and you've got the manager's family
People
to
running around with
cover.
balloon.
But
Yeah.
you guys, again, do top-notch work. It's, I call it creative twists on Mexican. And you see it here with you got the oxtail empanadas.
Fantastic.
Yes, so good. The elote, the street corn,
Looks gorgeous.
well, another one of my favorites. And then, of course, we have some tacos coming. It wouldn't be tacos.
Yeah, no, we're going to do this in stages. We like to stage this
The
out.
bark on the
and
nachos is
now-
phenomenal.
This to me looks like a Jenga game where you got to like
How do
remove
you
the
build it
pieces
and not ruin it?
and then hopefully everything doesn't topple over. I mean, is there a correct way to eat? Is this a fork and knife item?
No.
This is finger
it's
food.
It's make a mess. It's it's Mexican. It's have fun. Fingers, eat tacos with your hands, eat the nachos with your hands.
I'm going to scoop out some of them and then eat it with my fingers because Defo gets a little kind of, if I start digging in with my grubby paws right away.
Well, you don't know where his hands are.
And I do. And that's.
He's bordering on senility as it is.
I just came right from the shower because I had nothing but like surgically clean hands when I start a lunchbox.
This particular nacho here, you have the braised chicken.
Okay.
We also do it with skirt steak or the impossible meat. Which is
Nice.
a good option for people.
Also,
that
you
don't
could get it not even vegetarian, vegan.
that takes all the fun out of it.
I mean, for us, but
It
look,
does, yeah.
again, when you go out with a big party, you
Yes.
want everyone to be able to feel at home, and you guys are really good about doing
Yeah,
that. And
definitely have something for everyone.
so you're talking about the season coming, and my wife's already got her eyes on Christmas. I get it. I'm a big Thanksgiving fan. We walk in here, and they're talking about Thanksgiving tacos, and I almost laughed because I thought it was a joke, and I forgot where I was, where you guys
Yeah,
take everything into account.
Yep. They'll be out shortly. We have this month is Tis the Season Turkey Taco.
Wow.
So it's a little bit of Thanksgiving meal on a taco
Oh, nice.
with, of course, the Tacocraft twist. And interested to see what the chefs come up with next month for Christmas, which is
Okay, buena,
not even
you do
next
pork?
month. Yeah. Approaching fast, and we have the big Christmas by the Sea coming up with the tree lighting. So
Oh, do you know the date of that? Do you
it's
have-
December 4th,
Okay, that's a Wednesday night. I
Wednesday
believe?
night. Yes.
Defo, will you and Mustang?
It's always
be-
a good ceremony down here. I always like hanging out here that night. A lot of people milling around, and a great place to stop in. And
Where is the tree?
get
Is it
something
set up at City Hall or
right over here?
No, they do it at the end of.
Oh, at the end near the pier.
yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
nice. Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
And I assume all the restaurants get a nice little bounce. That
Oh yeah,
night?
definitely. Especially on a Wednesday night, it's added.
Perfect.
And then like you said, the season's it's starting a little bit early. We're in a little bit of a mini season.
Yeah, it feels like the buzz, unlike like last year, it felt like was more of an aberration where usually you start seeing people in November, and people really didn't come down till after New Year last year.
Yeah.
It feels like we're reverting to years past this year. Like you're driving around, there's a buzz, there's traffic, there's people like
Car carriers are starting to come down.
You start speaking French.
I was gonna-
As soon as you see those Jamais
See those,
plates, you know
You
that
know, those blue plates with the white.
all is right with the world. And then you also understand
You're
why.
cursing a guy out on A1A, and you're thinking, "Oh no, it's a Canadian." plate." And you just forgive him.
give him
Yeah.
a pass.
And you also, when you have a lot of the Quebecois, and we love to see them, they do pump up the local economy, but
No, they're great.
that's why some restaurants add the automatic
Yeah.
gratuity. But that's another story. You guys, by the way, I just want to get policies here. Do you have any kind of automatic gratuity? It's all
Parties of 6 or more.
6 or more, which is, I think,
Yeah.
more than reasonable.
That's smart.
And do you have credit card surcharges or
No.
cash discount? Okay,
No.
because that's always a big topic of conversation on the Let's Eat group. And I just always like to clarify. I prefer places that just build everything into their pricing, and people hate
Yeah.
seeing little ticky-tack charges on receipts.
Well, because you see a price, right? So you get used to that idea. You're like, okay, this is what it is. And then I don't do this. And Defo's talked about my father-in-law is one that goes down.
Right.
And he's not even that old, but he puts on the glasses, he puts the light on the phone, and he goes down the receipt. So now you're awakened to a new fee. It's just in the price.
He's
You
my
already
new
said
hero,
that.
by the way. I love people who actually inspect the receipts
he's
at the
insane.
restaurant and then say something. I'm like him. I'm an old soul, and I just always like to see what I'm paying for.
Yeah,
But-
no, I agree. It should be built in. We were actually talking about this at one of our meetings.
Mm.
You don't want to nickel and dime people. Build it into the price, and you get quality. And when you get the bill, that's what it is.
Give people less things to complain about.
Yeah,
That's
exactly. They're gonna find something.
as the administrator of the Let's Eat group. I've learned a lot of things, and I don't do any professional restaurant consulting. I will give unsolicited advice, but again, I've found that people like to bitch about any little thing that they can. So give them the less to complain about. And here at Tacocraft, there's nothing to complain about. I mean, I'm chomping on these tacos. I'm on the nacho platter, and it's like abstract art, like a Jackson Pollock painting, but you can kind of take your own brush strokes. You sure you don't want to get into this?
There's a real art to eating nachos, especially when they're loaded up like this, where you have to kind of get like an eclectic mix
geez.
of everything. No, wait a minute, Mayo. I think you over-ordered here.
We didn't order.
Who was in
Chef
charge
kept
of this?
we ordered like
Angelo
3
and
things.
Chef Clay might
Chef
be
Clay
making
kept
an
like
appearance.
naming things.
Yeah,
We're
I'm
like,
going to put
okay.
that corn over to Lubie because that's
That's my favorite thing.
the
I
one
love
thing I can't eat a lot of
I love
is
the corn.
corn
I'll hide the corn. I love
because
the
of a gastrointestinal condition, which nobody wants to hear about on the lunchbox during lunch, especially with all this good food out.
Wow!
Look at this. Is that the turkey?
Yes.
Oh wow!
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's
we
fun.
need to dissect and discuss this further.
Yeah,
What is
actually.
going on?
Okay,
here?
so you have a sweet potato hash.
Interesting.
Okay.
It's agave glazed sweet potato.
Oh wow, I like the sound.
This is
Right.
a taco.
Roasted turkey.
Wow.
Sauteed kale.
Kale, more
Okay.
kale for
There you
Defo.
go.
How's this
Plenty of
going?
that.
Cranberry crema.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And Mexican spiced corn nuts.
These are like the
Corn
chicas.
nuts.
Oh, this could be troublesome for later, but I'm gonna take a bite.
Give you
I
credit for
think, I
trying to
think
eat
it's
that
worth
right
a
now.
shot. Yeah.
That looks
Kinda
fantastic,
take a couple of
and
these
it looks
corns
very
off.
messy.
And again,
Again,
the
eat with your
crema-
hands.
Oh
It's
yeah,
tacos.
yeah. No,
the crema is what again?
It's a cranberry crema.
cranberry
Yeah,
sauce.
so that's your cranberry
I'm going
twist.
I'm gonna kind
I
of
have to
wrap
try-
it
I have to
up.
see you eat this.
Maybe a little bit of a big bite because that's the only way to prevent the big mess
getting
here.
I think you have to go
And
for
again,
it.
you call
I love
it
that he knows.
We call it
he knows the
season.
backup. He knows the backup.
It's the seasoned turkey taco.
He's already a pro. He's like, oh, this is gonna be
Oh,
gross.
Jesus.
Oh,
He
Oh, my
almost ate
God.
the whole thing.
Have you ever seen anything as disgusting as that here at Tacocraft?
Just finish.
My God. Is that enough to throw a guy out? I mean,
It got all the flavors in one bite.
Okay, well, is that
let him continue.
is that a part of Taco? Yeah, is that a part of Taco Tuesday?
That one
This
is
is like
not.
the premiere one. Yeah,
Yeah.
which makes
There's
sense.
only
there's a lot in that.
there's only a couple. There's the birria tacos, which is a whole entree.
Yep.
There's the smash burger,
This,
and then the taco of the month. Everything else is included.
which is amazing.
Wow. Pretty incredible.
So
So when have you guys have already started to feel like it
in
not
spurts.
the weather, but
yeah, in spurts. The Veterans Day weekend was definitely a big weekend.
Nice.
It was good. The weekends are Tuesdays, of course. Tonight will be crazy. But yeah, we're starting to see when I do talk to my tables and some Canadians, like you said, some Northerners, some Europeans traveling. So they're coming. They're here. Yeah.
All right, I
You
can
wanna get-
finally speak again. I'm sorry.
Do you want to get
Okay,
Chef
another
Clay?
bite. Yeah, yeah.
yes, we're
Chef
gonna
Clay
take a
to
break and we're gonna get
Talk
Chef
about
Clay on.
okay.
Yeah, we're gonna do that in a second. At first, I got talking about you're talking about a flavor explosion.
Yeah, what does it taste like? Because it looks
It tastes like Thanksgiving wrapped in a nice tortilla.
Really?
Yeah, and like you said, the agave dusted sweet potatoes gives it that little bit of sweetness.
Mhm.
The cranberry crema is it's very nice. It goes and those chunks of turkey, and it has all the kind of herb profile that you associate with Thanksgiving. I don't know if there's sage or thyme or things like that, but and then the kale also gives it the nice little green.
Yeah,
touch.
we do a nice little we saute it in a little bit of bacon.
It's
So
not,
that
not
would be a full
vegan.
meal for a lot
So
of
not-
people, right
yeah.
there.
I was gonna say it feels like a
That's
meal
really
in
good.
one taco.
One taco could do you in. That's
and
for
it's
sure.
different and it's seasonal, and I love that about Tacocraft. There's 4 locations, by the way. Lauderdale by the Sea is obviously a great place to be this time of year. As Lubie mentioned, the
Yeah,
latest
yeah,
one
yeah.
to open was in Coral Springs, and it seems like they're
Killing
killing
it.
it
That
every
place
time.
is packed every time I go by that.
Every time.
Beautiful build
Well,
out.
the build out's
too.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, what it is, it's actually it is beautiful, but it's really just like all your other build outs, but we don't have that in Coral Springs.
Right.
Like this, or like
Yeah.
when we've been the plantation one is fantastic. We did Cinco de Mayo there. Like you guys all have a very consistent vibe. Like the word vibe fits.
Right.
We don't have that. It's Coral Springs. So like it just explodes with
Yeah.
like fun when you put something like that in the middle of Coral Springs.
Yeah, and the one in Plantation, as you mentioned, is in that new Plantation Walk Complex. It's doing good business, and then I'm very happy to see the one nearest my new home,
Yeah, Fort Lauderdale.
Victoria Park for Federal Highway. I drove by during the weekend. It was slammed. Like on a Saturday night, it was good. People are waiting. People are filled up on the inside and outside tables, and that's what we're talking about. Season is here, and it's really going to kick into high gear now. Thanksgiving a little bit late this year.
Yep.
It's going to be a week from this Thursday on the 28th. So we get kind of an extra weekend in November, and a lot of the college kids are coming back this weekend. I know my daughter is. So I think you're really
The
going to
whole week,
see the whole family party situation picking up. It's going to be great.
All right, what is your guys' deal with Thanksgiving? Are you guys closed Thanksgiving?
We're open for Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Well, you
Not
should be.
sure about
I mean, there's
yes,
your
yes.
turkey dinner right there.
I'm not
Right.
too positive about the other locations,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
we're the beach.
Well, that's the thing is
What-
people
yeah.
before after want to go
Yeah.
hang out. Like it's a family day, but it's also okay. We're done with dinner. What do we do now?
Right.
And Tacocraft is the answer. Come drink. The margaritas here really are something special. And I'm not the world's biggest tequila drinker, but when I come here, I suck them down like they're water. That's really such good ingredients. All right, we're with Angelo Gallo,
Yes.
General
Nice
Manager,
job, Angelo.
Tacocraft by the
Angelo, thank
Sea.
you, my friend.
As usual, they put on a mild slaughtering of the hosts. But that's what we live for.
Yeah.
Again, apologies to everybody who had to watch me. It was like changing a baby diaper, as Defo says. The cranberry crema all over my face and hands. But
No, I like the way you attacked that.
yeah,
See,
I mean,
that was appropriate, except for, the amount that you consumed at one bite. But I think Marc Falsetto would say this is something that should be savored, more so
Yeah,
than shoveled.
That's actually the way
that
he
was
eats,
my
he shovels
fault.
it in.
The problem was I saw it and it seemed like it was all this stuff, and I wanted to get it all in one bite to taste it all.
I
And
managed to do it.
It-
That was fantastic.
it is a flavor bomb. Speaking of
Fart
flavor,
circus this show.
I just like
Yes,
that
yes.
Angelo
Yes.
like
Yeah.
naturally recoiled.
Yeah.
yeah, that's a smart instinct right there, Angelo. No, speaking of flavor, the mayor of Flavortown, did you see this on Falsetto's social feeds?
Oh, what's his name?
Guy Fieri came into Runway 84 the
Oh,
other
yeah?
night.
Nice.
I don't know exactly which night, but it's.
Well, he's down here now, right? Isn't he
Well,
live
he
out of here?
lives full time. He had a place in Lake Worth. He sold that. He upgraded someplace in Palm Beach. I don't know where exactly, but he's doing all kinds of things around town. But it's nice to see a nationally known food figure sampling Runway 84. We were in there last month, and it's a good time to let people know that it's not just going to be the Friday power lunch coming up in December, but every weekday in December, except Mondays when Runway 84 is closed, they're going to be having lunch service
Get out of here. Nice.
for holiday parties, get-togethers, gatherings.
Well, they do a whole Christmas thing. Like my wife and I need to get in
The
there.
decorations. Have you
it's like
seen
winter,
that on social?
Falsetto
Sports?
already posted it. It's like Winter Wonderland, like
Yep.
already.
So again, that's for those who are in the Italian frame of mind. Anthony's Runway
Yeah.
84. You can't beat that, service and all the classics like the the veal parm, the stuffed. They got a veal chop, all that stuff. But do you get in there ever? Or you have like team
Yeah.
meetings? Or,
Yeah. That's definitely the spot. Mark likes to take us in the back room and have our GM meetings, and of course the food they put out is just incredible.
It's good stuff. But for those in the market for Mexican, which everybody should be in on a Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday.
This is a very
Tacos.
unique presentation of Mexican food. I don't even know if you can just put it under that umbrella, Mayo Man, because it's
No.
very atypical of any Mexican restaurant. You're usually thinking red sauce and a bunch of refried beans and whatever, and there are a lot of great Mexican places, but this is definitely more of a gourmet variety, and yet they keep the prices reasonable enough. So, you're not paying much more than you would, or even the same as you would in some Mexican restaurant for something that was maybe half the quality. I mean, it's unbelievable. what they
And
do
like
here.
you said, the vibe.
Yeah.
The vibe
It's
is
always
there.
like a party every time we come. Like,
And there's Tex-Mex out there. There's what people call like more of the traditional Mexican, but this I would call, modern Mexican with culinary
it feels like elevated Mexican. is what it feels
creativity.
like.
I mean, it's
Dare
just
we use the word gourmet? It's like gourmet Mexican.
100%.
And-
Yeah.
It's craft.
it's
Well,
craft.
you guys embrace
Yeah.
that. Like Mark talks about that all the
And
time.
again, if I say Americanized, nobody should be insulted, because when you get an item like this, can you just push these to the center there, Lubie? The open face.
Notice
these-
Mayo says ditch the salad.
Ditch the salad.
No.
Put
We
that
love
front
it.
and center.
I
That's
could go out
the,
on that thing.
called those
The smash burgers
the
are
smash
amazing.
burgers, the open face
Oh,
smash
we
burger
definitely need to
tacos.
test that out.
Those are
And-
amazing.
It's like, I don't want to compare it to any fast food joint because it's so much better quality, but the sauce and the blending of the ingredients reminds you of maybe some classics of your youth, only much better.
Yep.
And without all the bread and the bun, you just get
It
that
feels
nice
lighter.
flat
Yep.
tostada tortilla. Who came up with that idea, and how many of these do you sell?
We sell it quite a bit. It's a favorite with the younger kids, things like
Yep.
that, but also adults come regularly for it. I believe, and I could be wrong, but I believe it was a taco of the month years and years ago, just like we do the
With
turkey taco this month. And it was such a hit, it was put on the menu.
Well, that thing's pretty.
Say
Like,
what
I don't think
about-
we come here and not get that.
Yeah.
Like, I think we have to have that like every time we come.
And kids are happy here too, right?
Yeah,
And
we
I
got-
see a
yeah.
lot of kids out there on the patio dining with their families, and you have plenty of opportunities for them to be happy with what they're ordering here also.
Yeah, we have some
It's great.
little bit plainer tacos for them,
Yeah.
chicken and steak,
You have a
cheese quesadilla.
specific kids menu, and
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it's good.
So
Family friendly, especially near
yes,
the beach.
sir.
Necessary. All right, Angela, we're going to let you go do the important things of the day.
Yeah.
And once again, it's always a pleasure to have you out here. He's
Thank
looking
you.
very relaxed. He's like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is my
I'm
second
great.
time now. We
Yeah.
can make this a habit.
oh yeah, it's
Well, it's not 6
I've
o'clock
done
on
the
Taco
show.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's
Wait
like,
till 5. Wait till 6 to 9.
it's like your second time on the View.
Yeah.
this is beautiful stuff. I don't know whether to go in for the smash burger, open face taco first. Or
I think
have
you're
the
ignoring
oxtail.
these nachos to a large
Yeah,
degree,
the
Mayo, man. I don't
nachos,
understand
they're
that.
calling my name, but I see
He's trying to be
Big-
genteel after
I see
he
a big
annihilated the
mess.
taco.
I've already made enough messes for the day. All right, we're going to let Angela go. We're going to take our first break. Before we do, though, I got to talk about the upcoming Visit Lauderdale Food and Wine Festival. I can't believe we're less than 2 months out. It's right after the holidays. It takes place all over the greater Fort Lauderdale area from January 13th to the 19th. There's going to be intimate dinners around town. There's going to be some great cooking classes, demonstrations, and then there's the kind of the big ticket signature events. And for those signature events, the Wednesday night cocktail competition, Thursday night Asian theme walk and roll, Friday night barbecue competition, Saturday grand tasting, and Sunday first time brunch event. For those 5 events, if you use the promo code Lunchbox, that's Lunchbox, as in Mike Mayo's Lunchbox, you'll get an extra 15% off the already low prices. Go online. See VLFoodWine.com. That's VL, like Visit Lauderdale, foodwine.com. So check out all the offerings and get your tickets. Some events are selling out, getting close to sellouts. The opening dinner with our friend Reno at Heritage is sold out. So go online, VLFoodWine.com right now. Get your tickets. It makes the perfect stocking stuffer for the food lover in your life. And once again, promo code Lunchbox for an extra 15% off. All right, Lubie, let's take that first break, and we'll come back with more food and fun and frivolity.
Overwhelming.
Tacocraft,
Chef
Lauderdale
Clayton.
by the Sea. And Chef Clay. Yeah, all good. Best restaurants in South Florida? Casa D'Angelo is always at the top of my list. First-class dining, top-flight service, elegant atmosphere, and chef founder Angelo Ilia is legendary. The flagship in Fort Lauderdale has been serving the finest Italian cuisine since 1997, with other locations in Boca Raton and Aventura. As Angelo himself says, they have an unwavering commitment to unparalleled quality with meticulous attention to details. It's so good, with house-made pastas, pristine seafood, unique meats like elk chops and bison, and seasonal specialties including fragrant fresh truffles from Italy. All locations open 7 days for dinner. Reservations recommended. For a special occasion or any occasion, Casa D'Angelo. Tell them Mike Mayo sent you. Delicious Mexican food with innovative twists. Margaritas with a medley of tongue-tingling flavors. I'm talking about Tacocraft Taqueria and Tequila Bar, the place to go on Taco Tuesday and every day. It's located at 510 North Federal and Highway in Fort Lauderdale, and also in Lauderdale by the Sea at Plantation Walk, and soon in Coral Springs. Tacocraft has specials every day, including bottomless drinks for a Sunday brunch, and Taco Tuesdays with their $4 premium tacos, including their new burrito tacos with bone marrow broth. Oh, it's so good. They've even made a taco lover out of me, and they've got so much more, including fajitas, that open-faced smashed cheeseburger tortilla that's new, and a guacamole sample that's an explosion of flavors. The kitchen is open late. There's delivery and takeout. For more information, go to tacocraft.com. Tell them Mike Mayo, the Lunchbox, sent you. Hey, it's Mayo for Gilbert's 17th Street Grill. You know me, I love family-run places with quality food at fair prices served with passion and pride. And that's why I love Gilbert's. For more than a decade, Lenore, Beth, and Richie Gilbert have been serving up the best burgers, wings, ribs, salads, and desserts. It's a fast casual spot. Everything prepared fresh to order from an immaculate open kitchen. They're at 1821 Cordova Road in Fort Lauderdale in the Cordova Shops just south of 17th Street. Open every day but Sunday. One of my favorite burgers in South Florida. Big, round, juicy pucks of 100% Angus beef, char grilled to perfection. And don't miss the sweet potato fries on the side. They're legendary. Go to Gilbert's, feast, and be happy. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. A sophisticated setting, I'm talking about Corvina Seafood Grill. It's at 110 Plaza Real South in Boca Raton, just south of Palmetto Park Road. It's the place to go for the freshest and local seafood and fish, some of it with a Peruvian twist like their great ceviches. It's open 7 days for dinner. They also have happy hours 7 days a week. You don't want to miss it. It's a great place. CorvinaBocaRaton.com for more information and reservations. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. All right, we're back on the Lunchbox. I'm enjoying a beautiful oxtail empanada.
Fantastic.
And now it gives me great pleasure to introduce the man who helped make this empanada. He's the chef here at Lauderdale by the Sea, Tacocraft, Chef Clay. Welcome back to the Lunchbox.
Chef Clay.
My pleasure.
My pleasure.
My pleasure. I don't know if I've had this in recent visits, but delicious. Very, very savory. And you got the little chimichurri dipping sauce on the side. You kind of pour it right over, and that makes for a very neat little nosh. And as opposed to, I took a bite of the turkey. What do you call it? The talk of the town? No, it's the tis the season turkey taco on a Tuesday.
On a Taco
Tuesday.
Quadruple T.
I think you got the Colonel beat on this. How many herbs and spices are in this taco? Because I detected a lot of different flavors.
It's basically like it's a team effort from the culinary department. All the chef combined and just throw the ideas together and make it a perfect taco. As I said earlier on my earlier visit, it's always a team effort, and this team is a big family contributing every little thing to make sure the tacos are excellent and perfect. White and turkey meat roast in the oven real slowly with adobe, lemon and pepper, salt and pepper. Roast slowly in the oven to perfection. It goes with corn tortillas, the kale veggies. It's basically like sauteing fresh kale with onions, bacon.
The bacon is what really kind of pushed that over the edge. It's like collard greens with the bacon. Yeah.
Exactly.
And
the potato and the sweet potato ash is definitely my favorite. It's agave potatoes with ash, a little bit of hint of spice in there from where I do my jalapenos. Take a little bit of that and like saute it down and make it to perfection. And the corn, sauteed corn cobs on the top. You know what I mean? It's just perfect.
So,
and then the crema, the cranberry crema.
The cranberry
also
crema.
has-
That's where you got the sweet and savory going on.
Yep.
It does the complete.
So when you got because you just did it and Angelo went through every ingredient. I appreciate it. There's like 12, and they all are very diverse, and they all the way he smiled clearly they come together beautifully. When we're throwing things like that together, are we trying this over
We
and
don't
over
say
again?
throwing. That makes it sound haphazard.
Well, because it felt like that's why I'm asking what
when
I'm
they're
asking.
creating. Yes.
Well, at the end, it's creating. At the beginning, it feels like there's a lot of throwing. When you're doing the throwing together phase to get to the creation,
R&D, they call
are
it.
we exactly? Are we it feels like there's got to be a lot of taste testing involved because there's a lot of different ingredients there that I don't know if I've ever heard of them put together, and it feels like it's a symphony that works out really well the way you guys finished it.
It's exactly. That's why our brand, Tacocraft.
Yeah.
What comes to mind when we say craft?
Craft. Yeah, you craft it.
Craft.
Artisan.
Okay.
It's not something you pay for out the box. You put it in and you get it together. Had a little salt and pepper. You know what I mean? The brands speak for itself.
Right.
Craft.
Yeah.
And in the culinary department, you know what I mean? Each one craft comes together and we'll just make it into one. A lot of taste testing goes on, but the final perfection
Oh no, it's amazing.
always
You
comes
do
together.
a taco of the month. How many are like originals, and how many do you kind of like put in a rotation? And how far out does it take to come up with something like this?
85% of the taco of the month is always original.
Right.
Okay.
Just coming up with new flavors.
Coming up with new ideas.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like 5 or 6 new tacos of the month, and we, you know what I mean, vote and come up with, okay,
Right.
this one is want to run. Okay, let's do it.
And you do about like what, 3 or 4 different
4,
tastings?
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. All right. And again, it's a couple of months out so that you can.
Is that the proper way to eat the corn, or are you supposed to shuck it?
Nobody's seeing Lubie on camera.
If you notice, I waited till I'm way off camera to eat this.
Now
eat
I'm
this
going to
thing.
have to put it on
This is
video.
messy
and
as
put
hell,
it
but
on-
I'm not Mayo, so I'm
this
trying
is
to
going
not be on
on
there.
the IG later today.
The elote is just ridiculous. Like, look, everything here I enjoy, but the smash burger, the oxtail empanada, and the elote to me, it's just because I've had elote all over the place. You guys do it. It feels a little different, but a little bit of the same. Like it's a nice combination. And these are just things I don't care how stupid I look eating them.
Go ahead. No, you look good. I mean, I didn't mean to impugn your integrity.
No,
there,
it's fine. It is
I
what it
did,
is.
Lubie, compared to Mayo. I mean, you're a sophisticate compared to Mayo.
Oh,
the
that's
way
an
you read
understatement.
this stuff. Everything's so flavorful, though. I mean, like I said, I crave this kale salad every time I come here. Beautifully done. And then the nachos were outrageous. No one's tried the smash burger taco yet,
Yeah,
which
that's
is
an
amazing.
upset because
To me,
I always
that Mayo hasn't dove into that. Or
I don't know if there's a
dived into
good
that.
way to
Why
cut
would
it
I?
in half
No,
because
no,
I don't
yeah.
need the whole thing. But I'm just gonna
No, I
wrap
think
up
you
the
need the
whole
whole
No, you
thing.
can have the whole one.
Okay.
You know
Yeah,
you're
it's
going to
fine.
eat the whole thing.
I mean,
So what
well,
are you
this is-
trying to
I
pretend?
know
What
I
do you
can
want to
share
diet all
one
of a
and
sudden? Get
you
out
go
of
No,
for
I
it.
love it. And you've got what's shredded on top here?
Shredded lettuce.
Just a little shredded
Lettuce.
lettuce.
The one
Looks like
basic,
you're
yeah.
using the fancy lettuce this time.
It's
Nice.
romaine.
It's good.
Whatever makes the customers
All right,
happy.
You're going to have a second big bite.
No, I'm not gonna
There
do
we go.
the big bag.
No? Wimp.
See, I think you're supposed to fold that like your pizza and eat it because when you do it like that, it feels like a double cheeseburger.
Can you finish that in one bite?
No.
For the crowd. There's only one reason you're here, and
He
that
just
is, this
said
is
no.
it. And you're not doing it?
I only
Flat
do,
out.
I'm down to one big bite a day.
Oh,
This is my dentist and cardiologist right now.
he always has to mention his doctors. Here we go.
See, when you fold it, doesn't it have like the flavors a little bit more intense when you
Yo,
fold
it's
it like
great. I mean,
What do you
it's,
think, man?
it's like eating some of my favorite items from my youth, only much better
that.
ingredients.
Elevate. Yep.
I love that sauce. I don't know if we call it special sauce, but it's good. And you don't have all the bread. You just have that nice little
That's what I
tostada,
like. You can focus on the burger, the cheese,
tortilla.
and the sauce as opposed to the bread overtaking.
And that's the main objective.
Yeah. No, but that,
Well,
I enjoy it.
Mission
Lubie really
accomplished.
gets it.
Well, we
I
really
mean,
like Tacocraft. Like my wife and
Of
I
all the
love
people on the show,
Tacocraft.
Lubie is plugged into everything.
We
man.
just love that. Like we really just like Tacocraft.
That's the
a
main
lot.
objective.
Well,
Like-
Mr.
so let
Gallo
me-
was
so-
with us. So you got it? I mean,
So we talked about Taco Tuesday from out here, where it's hectic, but everyone just keeps their calm and they're doing a great job because I've gone to Taco Tuesday at other places, and here it's night and day. Just the server's always at your pretty much beck and call. Other places that you're lucky if you see them once a shift. How is Taco Tuesday back there? Like I feel like that's where it's got to be fun.
Taco Tuesday is
Hectic.
it's not hectic. It's service to people coming in and enjoying our craft.
Okay.
So my
So you guys get up.
Exactly.
You're like in the
It's
zone.
like an adrenaline rush. Like yes, you know what I mean. People are come here to eat what we produce on a high level. Like we never get flustered ever get flustered. You know what I mean?
no,
My
no
guys.
Gordon Ramsay going on in there.
Nah.
You're not yelling. Hey,
The thing is, my guys look forward
really
to season.
interesting.
You know what I mean? As I said before in my earlier podcast with y'all, it's a family back there, right? And I explained earlier that whatever we put out
How many guys you got back there?
right now,
Yeah.
it's pretty chill right now. So I only got like 2 guys back there. I got like 3 people in my prep kitchen. So on a busy Taco Tuesday,
Yeah.
I got like probably 4 guys on the line.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Execution wise, plus myself. But it's basically family orientated.
Okay, so you're
True,
just there.
true or false, Clay?
Yes.
Kitchens tend to operate more efficiently and maybe at a higher level when it's busier as opposed to when it's slower. Because when it's slower, sometimes you just kind of get bored and
Is that
out of
fair?
rhythm. And when it's fast, it's like boom, boom, boom.
I can speak of the kitchen that I operate and Tacocraft.
Yep.
Right. My kitchen, you know, our kitchen in Tacocraft basically runs the same if we have 1,000 covers
Okay.
or 100 covers.
Right. That's
And
the way to do it.
And that's the way.
All right.
That's the way to do it.
Consistency. Okay.
Consistency.
Yep.
Right. And I said, whatever you produce, your family is gonna eat it outside. Your moms, your pops, your cousins, everybody is gonna eat it. If you're not gonna eat it, don't give it to your family. Right. So everything is always perfection.
That's show business. It doesn't matter if you have one
gonna say-
listener or 8 million listeners.
Defo's
so
always
you
said that.
You
Yes.
have to just put on your show.
Put on a show.
Yeah.
And that's what we strive for in the back of the kitchen,
Right.
from my dishwasher to my line cooks.
Yeah.
Always showtime.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
for
right.
sure.
Well, consistency is always
key,
the
as
key.
they say.
So that's always good to hear. All right, we're going to let you go, Clay, because I know it
Hell
is
of a job, my friend.
You're the
busy
best.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
Taco
We haven't had a
Tuesday.
chance to
What's-
dive into everything. I mean, Mayo's doing the best he can to
I-
survey the
I
entire
could-
field,
I
but
could put the rest
Well,
of
let
the
me-
you
down
left that
now,
taco
but-
sampler.
What were the
alone.
what were these?
Oh, yeah,
Because
I'm
I know
sorry.
sometimes you guys switch these out. I know they do a
Okay, so
sample,
we
but-
have the famous selling carne asada
yeah,
taco.
the middle
And we
one.
got a truffle
Truffle
mushroom. And we got the impossible.
Right.
Oh, that
taco.
isn't impossible. Okay.
Yes, for the
So you got
for the
stuff-
vegan for
The
the vegan
vegans,
lovers.
the vegetarians, and the carnivores.
Yes.
Count me as a carnivore.
He just saw you.
This with the impossible. So it's vegan cheese.
Vegan
as
cheese
well.
on top,
Yep.
vegan aioli, and pico, and the impossible meat.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm trying not to make a face. If
I think we'll
that's
leave that
the
for the Mustang.
decision that
That's going
grown
home with me.
adults can
Mustang
make
doesn't eat red
whatever
meat, so she must love that.
decisions that they want.
She won't believe
And
that it's not
delicious.
meat. Yeah.
I had a couple test runs on it, and I gave it to
Yeah,
a
you know
couple
what?
people, and they said it's not meat.
It's pretty close. Yeah,
They say it's
Yeah,
pretty
no,
close.
it's pretty
I
close.
couldn't believe that it wasn't meat.
No,
Yeah.
they've gotten really good at that.
No, that's
you put all
improved
the stuff-
immensely.
Yeah, I
possible
can't
stuff.
believe this is not meat either. Oh wait, it is.
It's not meat once it's in your stomach. It's meat before that.
Man, that goes down so easily. Beautiful. All right. Well, is it just called the open face smash burger?
Yeah, the smash burger taco is what they
Smash
call it.
burger taco.
That and the tis the season turkey taco on a Taco Tuesday at Tacocraft Taqueria and Tequila Bar. How's that?
Pretty
Nailed
good.
it.
Yeah,
Good
pretty
job,
good.
sir.
Good job.
Yeah.
The alliteration, you got the T's down.
We're gonna be back with more, and I'll take some more bites of some of these other fine items here.
He needs a
You know.
standing 8 count after eating all this. What are you talking about? Looks like Mike
You're
Tyson
like
in the third
Tyson.
round. That's Jake Paul.
Look at my show
Oh
sheet
my
today.
God. That's
Looks like the
disgusting.
Valentine's Day
We
massacre
sound
on
like
this
half a
thing.
show.
He needs a cut, man. I mean,
All right, let me regather, and we'll be back after these words. Freshest Fish, Delaware Chicken Farm and Seafood Market, located at 4191 North State Road 7 in Hollywood, open 7 days. Since 1951, a South Florida tradition for stone crab in season, Thanksgiving turkeys, holiday feasts, and everyday eating. Great steaks, house-made sausage, and prepared foods, too. Delaware is not just a market, it's a celebration of taste, quality, and old-fashioned customer service with a smile. Sign up for their weekly email flyer at DelawareChicken.com and tell them Mike Mayo and the Lunchbox sent you. When the Brooklyn boy in me wants a great bagel with lox, matzo ball soup, deli sandwich, and rugelach, you know where I go? Grandpa's Restaurant in Dania Beach. It's a South Florida institution since 1957 that was revamped a few years back by a pair of New York bagel baking legends. Full deli and appetizing case with spreads, salads, and platters for takeout and catering. Grandpa's is near Federal Highway just north of Sterling Road, open 7 days for breakfast and lunch. Go eat and enjoy. It's Mike Mayo's Lunchbox approved. For the finest and authentic Greek cuisine, Taverna Kima is the place to go. 6298 North Federal Highway in Boca Raton. It's been around for nearly 2 decades. Every day is a feast with grilled lamb and fish, house-made spinach pie and moussaka, gyros, traditional dips, mezes, with soft, warm pita. It's open 7 days for lunch and dinner with happy hour daily from 3 to 6 p.m., indoor, outdoor, private dining, and they are now featuring a monthly lamb roast brunch on the first Sunday of every month. So celebrate life at Taverna Kima. For reservations and information, go to tavernakima.com. A little further inland, Luke's Seafood and Grill. That's Luke's with a C, 5511 South University Drive in Davie. Luke and Roxy, they're a great couple with great food. It's a mom and pop shop bringing the freshest fish and seafood to Western Broward. Some of the best jambalaya and fish cakes around. And Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? You can find his famous Scoobies, those sauteed crab claws, right there on the specials board most days. Oh, so good. So take a trip to University just north of Sterling today. Lunch, dinner closed on Mondays. Tell them Mike Mayo's Lunchbox sent you. When people come to me and say, Mike, where should I go out to eat? I got guests coming from out of town. Where should we go? Cafe Seville. That's the answer. 2768 East Oakland Park Boulevard. It's a Fort Lauderdale perennial. serving the finest in Spanish and continental cuisine in a cozy, friendly, comfortable setting. Joey Esposito and Sally, his better half, they've been running the place for a long time. It's been open since the 1980s. They got great Spanish classics like paella, shrimp with garlic sauce, and all kinds of great seafood dishes. The stuffed veal chop, oh, that's my favorite. Go to Cafe Seville. It's open every day but Sunday at 5 p.m. for dinner. Tell them that the Lunchbox Mayo and Defo sent you. All right, we're back at Tacocraft. We're enjoying a feast here. We got Defo.
Yes,
we
sir.
have played some musical chairs. We're going to have welcome to the show in person, Mike Lubie Lubitz.
Oh, I could see why you wanted to be on this side now. I'm looking at the shot here.
Well,
Lubie looks
we
like
need to
he's
actually
washed out
turn
from the
this
sun.
because it's very hot here, but I've just
No,
decided
we
to
get-
Hi,
settle
people.
in
This is
with
what
it.
I really look like.
Defo looks good. He's got a nice tan. Me, I'm,
You just need to be angled toward that.
No, you look
and I
good. The
didn't do
hair
that,
looks good.
so.
I mean,
At
you've
you
done
guys
well
look
for
good.
yourself.
I'm feeling good. And now all of a sudden I have 3 drinks in front of me. And I think I'm going to start
Try
doing
this one and see what you think. I
quadruple
mean,
this
it
one-
might be a little flat now because it's been sitting there for about an hour, but
It's got a kick.
Yes.
it's some serious kick.
got a
When
kick.
they do
And you
that,
can dance to it.
that's when I know. Okay, that's for Mayo or Defo.
It's Mayo all the way.
You
Yeah.
hear
I'm a
that
wuss.
dance is becoming all the rage? Like
Oh, I
NFL
love
players are doing
the
it?
dance for because he's a guy that has no rhythm. Is the dance that now they want to have everyone do.
Hey,
Get out
before
here.
we get back into, I guess, the food here at Tacocraft, I did want to give a couple of notes about Thanksgiving. It's coming up. It's only 9 days away, if my math is correct.
Yes, next
I got a story for
Week
you,
from
too.
Thursday.
week from Thursday. Yeah.
But let's do a quick rundown. Tropical Acres, where we were yesterday. How great was that? The iconic eateries
that's
of
so
South
cool.
Florida plaque with Andy Cagnetta.
Delicious.
And Jack seemed genuinely
No, he really
he
appreciated it.
seemed,
Jack
he
was
seemed
moved.
appreciative.
He was moved.
I love it. Well,
you
Andy
know,
does a really good job
just
with
because
those.
they put it up in the bathroom, I'm not going to take any offense.
What do you mean?
but
A lot of people go
No,
to
you
that.
know, it was great. They moved your review of Tropical
Right.
Acres to the
to
bathroom,
the bathroom,
and they put the plaque
and
up
they
out
put
there
the
in the
plaque
lobby.
up, and we
Yeah.
have our own logo now and all these things. So it's very, very nice looking. But Tropical Acres is
That
kind
was nice, though. I love that Cagnetta started that thing.
It's
Yeah,
really cool.
yeah,
that
I'm
they-
a
No.
big Andy Cagnetta fan. I mean,
am
I go way
too.
back with Andy.
And
And,
Trans World is there if you're trying to look into
they were always extremely
buy
reputable. Yeah,
or sell a
extremely
business,
reputable.
tworld.com. But Tropical Acres fully booked for Thanksgiving, but they do have availability for the other holidays. They're going to be open Christmas Day and New Year's Eve. Give them a call at 954-989-2500.
Well, they're going to be open Black Friday.
Jack, Jack
And they'll be
hinted
open
that you
Black
might
Friday.
be able to walk in.
Well,
That'd
you know,
be nice.
Might be able to walk
Lunchbox
in.
viewers, if you say Mike Mayo sent me.
You mentioned Mayo.
It goes a long way.
I'm not sure what the
as
reaction
weird as
was.
it is.
Oh, look at
Oh,
this.
thank you so
Ari,
much.
Ariana is grande because she is bringing some
Well,
beautiful
yeah,
drinks.
you put that right in front of him.
And I've got my messy show sheet. I've got my 3 margaritas. These guys are getting refills. We've got another show to do later. We're doing a twin bill today, and can't wait to see the new Eddie and Vinny's.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's
my-
right.
Yeah,
my
with
hood,
our
as they
man
say.
Eddie Pozzoli and former
Pizzoli's
Taolino
great, man. He's
della
unbelievable.
Notte in Coral Springs. That's later today. We'll find out the timetable of when that's going to open. Meanwhile, some other options for Thanksgiving. Batch New Southern Kitchen and Tap.
Yep,
You got 2 options there. You could pick up a fried turkey to go dinner for a group of 8 to 10 people with all the fixings, and you just go online to batchnewsouthernkitchen.com and click the order the fried turkey dinner tab, and you can pick it up on Thanksgiving morning. I think from 11 until the early part of the
sides
afternoon.
they were serving were unbelievably
Amazing. That mac
good.
and cheese
Mac
was
and cheese.
ridiculous. And the mashed
Might have been the
potatoes
best mac and
were
cheese
really
I've
good.
had. Yeah.
They suppose they're doing a really special stuffing, too, that we didn't get
They
to try.
do
so.
some really good stuff. Batch has 3 locations that are going to be doing the fried turkey dinner. And then they're going to also be open for regular service after 4 o'clock, where they won't have a whole turkey, but they will have a turkey entree available for those who
The
are not
standard
cooking
oven
or
turkey.
hosting anybody at home. And again, that's in Fort Lauderdale, 525 North Federal Highway. Delray Beach out at the Delray Beach Marketplace, and West Palm Beach on Clematis Street. We love Batch. And then for those who are the do-it-yourselfers, count me among them, although all I do is the purchasing and the cleanup.
You
But
like to show up places.
the Delaware,
Yeah,
yeah,
why
I'm
not?
showing
You
up
do a good
multiple
job of
places.
showing up places.
That's
Yeah.
the best move. What do you think?
I'm like,
You're Mike Mayo. I mean, they show
I
up. They go,
feel
hey,
like-
it's Mike Mayo.
I feel like who's an old school Vegas performer, like doing 4 shows. I'm going to 4 different Thanksgiving dinners.
You're
over
Wayne
the
Newton.
Well, I was
You're
gonna say
Wayne
Wayne
Newton
Newton.
of,
I was gonna say Wayne
of
2
Thanksgiving.
Or
o'clock,
Celine
I'll
Dion.
be at Val's family down at Coconut Grove. 5 o'clock.
And you got the
with,
Gulfstream Park.
Natalia.
Joe Beja
Joe-
is offering a hell of a deal.
Joe Beja, hell of a deal, $55. That's earlier in the day also,
Yeah.
with the opening day of the Champions Meet, the same day as Thanksgiving.
Same day.
So you're
Wow.
going to be getting, yes, same day. And It is 11 o'clock post time, I think. 11 o'clock for the Thanksgiving dinner. $55. Just go on to opentable.com, look up 10 Palms at Gulfstream, and you can book for the whole family. And they have unlimited availability.
That's a great day, too.
That's
the
a
opening
great day.
day of the
Champions meet.
so-called championship.
All the
meet.
big trainers, some of the big jocks will be in, all the big jocks will be in for the meet, but opening day, Thanksgiving Day, some of them might be taking the day off. We don't know. We'll find out.
No, they work, man. These
We'll
guys
fi-
work all
They
the
do.
time.
They don't care what day it is. If there's money on the table, they're coming to get
All
it.
right, I got a story for you. Did you mention all of the guys in
No, one more thing.
Yeah,
Was
yeah.
You
Delaware
were talking about
Chicken.
doing it at home.
Doing it yourself. Of course, our friends at Delaware Chicken and Seafood, 4191 North State Road 7 in Hollywood. They've been there for over 50 years. And the whole crew there, Jose and Gene and Doug Carter, they are ready to serve. They've got really, literally by the truckload, turkeys piled end to end in these
Thousands.
semi-trucks. Thousands and thousands of
No, they don't
turkeys.
mess around.
And they're all fresh. They come from a great farm in Pennsylvania. And again, they have also all the other things you need. Fish dip makes a great appetizer, stone crabs, shrimp cocktail. For all the holidays upcoming, Delaware Seafood and Chicken Farm in Hollywood. It's a place where I've been buying my birds over 30 years. That's something. All right, story time.
Oh, okay. Well, this is an interesting one for the Let's Eat South Florida group because I was never a big fan of getting stuff shipped. Okay.
Shipping.
So every now and then on a holiday, somebody would send you like a really nice gift, Omaha steaks, for example.
Yeah.
And it would be shipped. And, having been to Omaha a couple of times to cover the College Baseball World Series, I would have to say that the Omaha steaks that I got shipped frozen, while they were good, they were nothing like anything that you had in Omaha. It wasn't even comparable.
Okay.
I mean, it wasn't close. You
Yes.
could have got these steaks pretty much anywhere, and you would have been satisfied with them. Although very generous offerings from the people that sent them to me over the years. So I was never a big fan of getting stuff shipped because I thought, well, geez, it's not even a reasonable facsimile of the real stuff. So Mustang has her mother and sister in town, and they want to do a little Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah, nice.
And she's watching QVC, and she sees an ad for Corky's Barbecue in Tennessee. Okay, and they're shipping food. And
For
they
Thanksgiving?
had a Thanksgiving thing for
Turkey, like Corky's
Well,
barbecue.
it turned out to be a 5-pound smoked turkey breast
Oh,
that had a
that's
nice glaze on it,
Yeah, that's fine.
and 4 sides.
Okay.
Supposedly it feeds 6 to 8 people, and that was $150 for the whole mess, right?
That's not bad.
Now I'm thinking that's a giant mistake when she ordered this stuff, right? I can't tell you, Mike Mayo. I mean, there must be immense improvement in the ability to ship this stuff frozen, because it couldn't have been any more delicious.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
And we
Wait,
had.
you already ate it? It was like
Well, they're
Well, we
going
did
back.
it this
They're going
past
back to
Saturday.
town.
I mean,
Okay.
her sister and her mother were visiting, so we did like an early Thanksgiving thing. It was my 3rd Thanksgiving
Okay.
dinner already of
pre-Thanksgiving.
the season. But
Pre-Thanksgiving.
I don't know if there's been vast improvement in the ability to ship food from. I mean, I know we had, what is that, Golden something, where they ship stuff from all over the place.
Yep, Gold
but
Belly.
it's super expensive.
Gold Belly.
But for the price, and I've been eating the leftovers from this meal from Saturday night. There's still stuff in the refrigerator.
Nice.
So we fed 4 people that day. Probably would have been enough to feed 8 people easily, and
Okay.
every single dish came out great.
No, I'm glad that
All
it
of the
worked out.
sides, yeah.
Me, I'm, you know me, Mr. Food Snob Elitist.
This might change your mind.
I'm loath to order
Yeah.
things that are frozen or shipped. I prefer, like for me, I said I would have just spent the extra $120 and picked up the fried turkey dinner from.
Oh, this is not
from
a
Batch,
I mean,
but
Well, they don't need
Batch
that
has a
much
whole
food.
different thing going
No,
on.
it's a whole different thing.
Yeah, yeah.
It's only like 3 or 4 of them.
No, and of course that's not even available.
But if you
till
were looking
Thanksgiving
for,
week,
I
so-
would never do this, but it surprised me. It really did. If you were looking for an economical way, a lot of people are asking, "Hey, where can I go? I'm alone." I'm
there's
this,
still
I'm that."
leftovers.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
still.
said, yeah.
I
So
mean,
here's what I want you
what
to
is
do.
today? Tuesday.
I
Still
want
leftovers.
you to put it in a box or
I'll
some
bring
sort
it
of
to Mayo
container.
so he can try
And
it.
at tomorrow's show at Luke's, I'll have a couple of bites and give my critical,
Yeah, it's too late for that.
He
Come
wants
on,
his
yeah,
leftovers.
right,
he-
yeah.
he's a little
Yeah,
scared?
He's salivating like my mom.
No,
And he
I
wants
mean,
his leftovers,
look,
which I agree with him. I would want my leftovers too.
But the Mayo face. I mean, look,
This is
Oh,
a
yeah, he
guy
doesn't want you to ruin
if
it.
you
who
had them
said
originally-
May's Kitchen is serviceable.
Yeah,
is
well, you tore
serviceable.
it down.
If you're completely stoned, maybe.
I agree with Devo, actually. He doesn't want you tearing
It's
down the thing he
serviceable.
enjoyed.
It's nothing. Look, if you're looking for woe hops, that it isn't. I mean,
Oh man, did you see the thing? I got my goat the other day on Let's Eat. somebody was looking for real, authentic New England
What does
slash
that mean?
Boston
What does
Chinese.
that mean? I don't
Yeah, what
understand
was
what
the
that
Boston
means.
Chinese?
What's
So-
Boston Chinese?
Is that
I
Whitey
don't know.
Bulger gets an autographed
I
picture?
used to hang out. Let me tell you something. I ate a
You were a
lot of
Boston guy,
Chinese
yeah.
food. I went to college in Boston. I started my career at the Boston Globe as an intern. And, I ended up in the Boston Chinatown often late at night. Now, what makes Boston or New England Chinese food, they use some molasses or stuff in the sauce.
Different?
It
Yeah.
comes out brown. Like the sauces, instead of coming out like the clear sauce that you have a lot with
Like lobster sauce is dark. My dad does
it's
like the
brown.
Boston lobster
So
sauce. yes.
things are brown up there. Okay. Not once in my 5 years that I lived and went to school
The
in
ocean
Boston.
is brown up there. What are you talking about?
It is. Not once in my 5 years there, when I was eating Chinese food at 3 a.m, horrendously drunk in the combat zone, did I say, "Oh boy, this makes me think that Wohop is a bunch of amateur pikers. I can live on this all day and not worry about going back to New York Noodle Town or Wohop."
Can
or
you get
some of my-
authentic Chinese in the Midwest?
I don't know.
Can you
I
get
don't know
authentic
what is
Chinese in
authentic
California?
These people, like, I never thought Boston Chinese food was all that, but it's what it just shows the
It's what you
power
grow
of
up with.
nostalgia.
Yeah, it's what you grow up with.
That if wherever you grow up, you say, "Oh, that Chinese food was."
I
the
saw
best."
that and I was like, no one's ever. People say New York because New York has a lot of Chinese restaurants. They have Chinatown, fine. And I know out west, San Francisco has their own a
San
Chinese
Francisco's got Chinatown.
influence. Yes, I've never heard
I
anyone
was
go,
underwhelmed though by the
No.
San Francisco Chinatown.
It's not New
No,
York.
there's some really good. You shouldn't be
Well,
on the
the
one.
food-
If you
No,
know
yeah,
where
I
you're
was.
going.
I
It's
went,
not like
House of
New York, bro.
Nanking, one of the finest little hole-in-the-wall Chinese places.
I
in
went
the
to a place
country.
one time. It was kind of almost a private thing where you had to have like secret passwords and everything.
Right.
In Oakland, California,
Interesting.
and it was the best Chinese food I think I've ever had.
Okay,
anywhere.
There you go.
see, so that's close
But
to San Francisco.
I was cruising, San Francisco, Chinatown. We stopped in, figuring any place was going to be good, and the stuff was okay. There was nothing wrong with it, but it wasn't amazing.
I've never
or
heard
anything.
anyone go, I need Boston Chinese. Like,
Well,
I've
that-
never heard
yeah.
that.
Yesterday
I'm
What
not
about
judging.
Rhode
I
Island
saw the
Chinese?
thing. Yeah,
and you know me, and
Vermont Chinese.
and people
Tampa
were going
Chinese.
in and they were chiming in about
Paul
Nebraska
Segreto.
Chinese and Wyoming Chinese, and I was like,
just like, what do
I said, you know what Chinese I like? I like Chinese Chinese.
yeah, like
I like Szechuan.
Yeah.
I like
I-
the places up at
Is there really no place down here that
There's
compares
good
to New
Chinese.
York? Come
People
on,
are
man.
crazy.
I rattle off the list every time we get into the discussion.
I
Depends
do have
what
your few
Chinese you
favorites.
10
want.
places. King Palace in North Palm Beach. You got the Mainland China
Mainland's
Bistro.
very
in-
China, like
They have
elevated,
they have
nice
two different
Chinese.
chefs. They have a Cantonese chef who does the Peking ducks, and they got a Szechuan chef who
Yes.
does all the hot and spicy dishes.
it's whatever you look
It's
for.
good.
What do you want?
I mean, that place that used to be Silver Pond, that's now called Kirin. I wanted to check that out pretty soon. Hong Kong City Barbecue and that same little kind of strip there on
I
441.
thought the old
Hong's
Duck House was
Barbecue.
good. I don't know about the
Peking
new
Duck
one.
House is
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
It's
but
fine.
that's gone, and the new one in its place,
Yeah, it
It's
gets
good.
very, very
It's just a
mixed
little bit
bag of
expensive.
a
reviews.
little bit.
It's a little expensive.
Yeah.
They're trying to make it
Elevated
again more modern and a little bit more artisanal, maybe. And
I'm
that's-
telling you, Mayo, be ready to go on day one.
Yep.
That would be, and I'm glad Marc Falsetto completely disagrees with you and agrees with me that be ready to go. If you're going to do a show, be ready to go on day one. Don't say, hey, you know what, the show's going to get better. Because it usually doesn't. It usually gets
Seinfeld
worse.
got
Show's
better.
gonna
Yeah.
get better.
Hey, it's 2:00. You got to go. We got to take
And
our
we need a
last
break.
break.
Yeah, let's get out of here,
And
man.
let's take our final break, and then we'll have some parting words from Tacocraft Taqueria in Lauderdale
Nachos
by
are,
the Sea.
Unbelievable.
This is quite the lunch feast. We'll be back after these. From a scratch kitchen, delicious drinks and house-made spirits from a craft bar, a great vibe inside and out with a spacious patio. I'm talking about Batch New Southern Kitchen and Tap, Fort Lauderdale, in the heart of the city at 525 North Federal Highway. It's open 7 days for lunch, dinner, and weekend brunch with classics like fried chicken and waffles and shrimp and grits, and creative items like pecan-crusted salmon and a fried green tomato BLT. And the drinks? Smooth sipping and so good. There's convenient free parking and a garage next door, happy hour at the bar, an entire patio, 4 to 7 Monday to Friday, and live music every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. It's pet and people friendly and with cozy fire pits for when the temperature dips. For reservations and more information, go to BashSouthernKitchen.com. If you like seafood in a comfortable setting, outdoors, even keel fish shack at the corner of A1A and Commercial Boulevard in Lauderdale by the Sea, and also now with a new location on Las Olas Boulevard. Those are my spots. Upscale food in a down-home setting. The chef owners, Dave and Brad, do a terrific job with all the seafood classics that you want. They have the best grilled oysters in town, bang bang shrimp, lobster rolls, and deli fish specials. They also have weekend brunch Saturday and Sunday. They have deli happy hour 4 to 7, and they also have other weekly specials like mussels on Monday and oysters on Tuesday. Go to Even Keel Fish Shack and tell them that the Lunchbox sent you.
Is it time to sell your business? You've poured your heart and soul into your restaurant or business, and you want to see continue the legacy you have built. Transworld can help. Call me, Andy Cagnetta, at Transworld Business Advisors right now and see if it's time for you to retire and relax. Iconic brands like the Mai Kai, Mulligan's, Carlos and Pepe's, Mangoes, and many more turn to Transworld to help sell. Contact Transworld on Facebook or call 954-772-1122 or visit tworld.com. Again, that's 954-772-1122 or tworld.com.
When I'm looking for some wicked good food for a wicked good lunch, there's only one place to go. That's Wicked Cheesesteaks in Fort Lauderdale. It's at 4824 North Federal Highway, just south of Commercial Boulevard and across from Holy Cross Hospital. My friend Brian there, he will hook you up with some really tasty treats. They've got cheesesteaks just like the best you can find in Philly, along with lobster rolls, because that's where he's from, Maine originally. And they have wings and pizza and everything you want to have a really good time. Wicked Cheesesteaks, they're open every day but Tuesday. Check them out online, wickedcheesesteaks.com. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. If you're looking for a great place for steaks, seafood, and more, go to Tropical Acres Steakhouse and Butcher Shop. It's at 2500 Griffin Road in Dania, just west of I-95 in the airport. They've been there a long time, since 1949. That means they're doing something right. You'll get old school hospitality from the Studiali family, along with great value, for tremendous service. Of course, you could also go into the bar for happy hour every day, 4 to 6, and they have great value all night long. Also, a butcher shop that's open every day from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. except Sunday. The dining room is open every day at 4:30 except Sunday. Go to Tropical Acres. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. We are back. Lubie is busy boxing up all the great treats here at Tacocraft. And Defo, I know you got to hustle. I'm in the middle of drinking all three of these great cocktails. I just had a chance to try the Tulum Refresher, and I got to tell you, it is refreshing. I don't know exactly what's in it. I think it's one of those ones with the reposado.
After two of them, it doesn't matter.
No, it's good. I definitely.
They use a high-end brand of tequila here, though. I love when Marc
Yes, they do.
Falsetto's here and he starts explaining all of these different tequilas, because I was never a tequila sophisticate.
No, neither me neither.
I was guzzling Jose Cuervo and hoping not to swallow the worm.
I was face down in the sands.
I
of
wouldn't want it to
Brooklyn.
eat my brain. Let's put it that way. I mean, I want to stay healthy.
Yes, but no, the high quality, again, ingredients, cocktails, everything here. Oh, a couple more items with the holidays upcoming. Things to keep in mind. Our friends at Burton's, which is, we did a nice show last
That
week
was a
in
blast, man. That
Plantation
was such a blast.
at 1003 South University Drive in Davie. I'm sorry, in
And Plantation.
Plantation.
Right.
And that
Burns
is
Implantation is implantation.
Implantation.
Yes.
Well, again, Luke's is in. We're going to be at
Davie.
Luke's tomorrow. That's
Yes.
on University Drive in Davie.
Davie.
Luke's
You
got to
go
be excited, though.
Further
What is
up the road.
is
Yeah, he's
Dolphins
excited
now,
about the
The
Dolphins.
Dolphins are
postseason?
doing what he
Wasn't-
said they would do. So good
Wasn't so happy about the Canes, but that's okay. He'll deal with the Dolphins now
You
on the
should have
verge
seen
of
that
500.
coming. Yeah.
Burton's is a good place for holiday parties, gatherings, gift cards, whatever you need.
Yep.
Go in there. Burton's, there's also one up in Boca Raton. It's been open for, well, the one in Plantation since May, and it's got some really high quality, upscale, kind of like American, sophisticated menu, but in a family friendly setting that is just terrific build out there. Across the street, I'm talking about Even Keel Fish Shack. They're doing a Thanksgiving to go dinner. Also, Brad is looking forward to that. So look them up, and you see the web address down below, Even Keel Fish Shack, ekfs.com. And then finally, last but not least, Casa d'Angelo is having his white truffle dinners coming up at all 3 of his locations, Fort Lauderdale, Boca Raton, and Aventura. Look it up at casadangelo.com, and that's a great way to get into the holiday frame of mind. Some excellent cuisine, great wine pairings for that night or any night. You could have quite the special occasion at Casa D'Angelo. Okay, that's going to do it for today.
That's it.
Yeah, Defo's got to get out of here.
I know.
We have
Defo's
another
out of
show.
here.
I got things to do, but I love hanging out here.
You're
talking
right
crap.
up the road. And
I
me
got to get
and
back to Coral my hood.
Lubie.
I have to go to the ultimate gourmet dining for dogs.
Oh, you got to get some pet food.
Meals for dogs. I can't recommend this, Michael. I can't recommend this any more highly. Meals for Dogs, Federal Highway and Oakland Park Boulevard. My dogs couldn't be any healthier. Skippy, about 16 years old, still going strong. My other little dog had all kinds of problems.
We should
Never
do a
has an
lunchbox
issue.
for pets, and let's do it up there one time.
You know what? I mean, people
Another
overlook
try for my
this
dog.
aspect of things. and
Everybody brings their dog.
everybody's
No,
complaining.
my
and
dog's
They end
really
up with
nice.
like
I'm not
giant
bringing my
vet bills.
Ken.
I love my
Here's
dog.
the
He's a
thing:
lot.
you might be spending a little more money on the food. You could probably make it yourself if you really wanted to, but they do a great job. When you walk in there, you're asking if they have a table for 2 for yourself.
Oh, that's funny.
That's how good it smells. And neither of my dogs, who both had all kinds of health issues when we got them, have had any health issues
Wow,
since
that's
we
amazing.
started
That's
feeding them this stuff.
wonderful. So
Nothing.
I'm not
I mean,
only thinking of
So
new-
you're saving thousands of dollars on vet bills
Yeah, exactly.
and visits and all of
We
that.
want them to live as long as
And you're
possible.
paying a little bit more money for the food, but it's
in the
not
long
that much more
run,
in the long
you're
run.
either
It
going to
saves
pay
a lot
me
of
now
Well,
or
your
pay me
dog-
later,
your
as the
dog's happy,
old
though.
commercial
Your
used to
dog's
say.
happy and they're healthy.
So this sounds like, again, not only because I'm looking for new locations and new culinary aspects of maybe doing a show for pets. We all bring
We
pets.
could eat there, actually.
My
And
pet's
then
allowed, so I
with
will
an
not bring
angle of signing them up as the first sponsor
sponsor?
for non-humans, which
It would be worthwhile. I mean, there are a few of these kind of places now.
No,
but,
there's a lot
this
of
has
them.
been the most consistent, and
I think we're onto something.
I've never been happier. Whatever the bill is, I couldn't be happier to spend that money there.
All right,
Nice.
so bring
Right.
a little bit of the Corky's leftovers. Bring a little bit of the dog food tomorrow. I'll sample it all. Then I'll have some of Luke's jambalaya and all
Exactly.
of
All
it.
right.
Speaking
All right.
of which, the McRib.
Due to
Second
the
straight
time,
day we
due
didn't
to
get
the
to
time.
the
I'm
McRib.
still a little suspect on that because I
That's
do
okay.
have something
Well,
else.
if you have to chime in,
Yeah.
and we got Tony Segreto in the bullpen. He's looking to get
Oh,
out.
Segreto
wants
should go to
to- he
Luke's for
wants to
sure.
go-
He
Yeah,
wants
yeah.
to go to Luke's. I think we're going to have a
Send
Segreto
Segreto to Luke's.
because Luke knows who Segreto is and
Luke
was
Luke doesn't
excited.
grew up
Segreto.
like me. He's a South Florida
Yeah.
sports fan. So
Look, if you
Segreto
could
was
have
synonymous
Tony
with that.
Segreto or me,
Well, he's a big fan of yours as well, but he's met you. He's never
I'm
met
going
Tony.
Segreto every time. I mean, this guy was blowing away Ann
depends.
Bishop back in the day.
We'll see if Tony can do it.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's if it's it's not even it for today.
We're
We'll
not
see
done.
it-
4
Yeah, you know what's
o'clock,
funny
4
though?
o'clock. Eddie and
Tony
Vinny's
eats
close
like
friends.
you do on the show, and he doesn't weigh like an ounce. This
No,
guy.
he
I
pounds
just
on the
keep- I don't
show.
know what's going on.
He
My stomach
pounds on
just
the
keeps. It's
He
getting
can't be
bigger.
working out all day.
Yeah, he's quite a
4
marvel.
o'clock, we're going to be at Eddie and Vinny's, formerly Tavolino.
Yep.
in
Preview,
Coral
sneak
Springs.
peek. We'll find out when
Not open
it's going to
yet,
be
but we're gonna be
opening,
there.
but it's going to be great. All right, this is a record length for a closing. Thanks, everybody. Enjoy every taco, enjoy every nacho platter, and enjoy every sandwich.